You got your Bible? Let's read. We're going to be reading from First Chronicles chapter 11, 12, 13. First Chronicles chapter 11 is David made king over all Israel. First Chronicles chapter 12 is the growth of David's army. First Chronicles chapter 13 is the ark brought for Security. I'm going to be reading from the King James Version. Come join me. I'm starting at First Chronicles chapter 11, verse 1. Then all Israel gathered themselves to David unto Hebron, saying, Behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh. And moreover, in times past, even when Saul was king, thou wast he that leadest out and brought us in Israel. And the Lord thy God said unto thee, Thou shalt feed my people Israel, and thou shalt be ruler over my people Israel. Therefore came all the elders of Israel to the king of Hebron, and David made a covenant with them in Hebron before the Lord. And they anointed David king over Israel, according to the word of the Lord by Samuel. And David and all Israel went to Jerusalem, which is Jabez, where the Jebusites were, and the inhabitants of the land. And the inhabitants of Jabez said to David, Thou shalt not come hither. Nevertheless, David took the castle of Zion, which is the city of David. And David said, Whosoever smiteth the Jebusites first shall be chief and captain. So Joab, the son of Zeruiah, went first up and was chief. And David knelt in the castle. Therefore, they called it the city of David. And he built the city around about, even from Milo round about. And Joab repaired the rest of the city. So David waxed greater and greater, for the Lord of hosts was with him. These also are the chief of the mighty men whom David had, who strengthened themselves with him in his kingdom and with all Israel, and to made him king, according to the word of the Lord concerning Israel. And this is the number of the mighty men whom David had: Jehashrim and Heshnite, the chief of the captains. He lifted up his spear against 300 slain by him at one time. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, and Hotai, who was one of the three mighties. And he was David at Pashdammim, and there the Philistines gathered together to battle, where was the parcel of ground full of barley, and the people fled from before the Philistines. And they set themselves in the midst of the parcel, and delivered it, and slew the Philistines, and the Lord saved them by grace deliverance. Now there of the 30 captains went down to the rock to David, and to the cave of Agon, and the host of the Philistines encamped in the valley of Ram. And David was then in the hold, and the Philistines garrison was then at Bethlehem. And David longed and said, Oh, that one would give me drink of the water of the well of Bethlehem, that is at the gate. And the three brake through the host of the Philistines, and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate, and took it and brought it to David. But David would not drink of it, but poured it out to the Lord, and said, My God, forbid it me that I should do this thing. Shall I drink the blood of these men that have put their lives in jeopardy? For with the jeopardy of their lives they brought it. Therefore he would not drink it. These things did these three mighties. And Abishai, the brother of Joab, he was chief of the three, for lifting up his spear against 300. He slew them, and had a name among the three. Of the three, he was more honorable than the two, for he was their captain. Howbeit, he attained not to the first three. Benai, the son of Jediah, the son of a valiant man of Kabizeel, who had done many acts. He slew 2 lion-like men in Moab. Also, he went down and slew the lion in the pit of a snowy day. And he slew an Egyptian, a man of great stature, 5 cubits high. And in the Egyptian's hand was a spear like a weaver's beam. And he went down to him with a staff, and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand, and slew him with his own spear. These things did Benai, the son of Jodiah, and had the name among the three mighties. Behold, he was honorable among the 30, but attained not to the first three. And David set him over his guard. Also the violent men of the armies were Asel, the brother of Moab, Elon, the son of Dodo, and of Bethlehem, Samath the Heritite, Elaz the Penite, Era the son of Isha the Tolite, Bazir the Achlonite, Beshera the Hussite, Alan the Honite, Havazar the Nephatite, Hida the son of Benai the Nephatite, Hathah the son of Ribah of Gabriel, that pertained to the children of Benjamin, Benai the Paranite, Hurrah of the brooks of Gasha, Ebel the Ebrite, Azamath the Beramite, Eblash the Shilabite, the sons of Hashmael the Zenonite, Jonathan the son of Hagash the Sherite, Hamash the son of Shechar, and Herite, Eliphaz the son of Er, Helper, the Mechorite, Ajah the Pelonite, Azol the Carmelite, Nerai the son of Zibai, Joel the brother of Nathan, Meshbar the son of Haggai, Zelek the Ammonite, Heriah the Berite, the armor bearer of Joab the son of Zerah, the Erite, Gabar the Erite, Uriah the Hittite, Zabad the son of Alam, Adina the son of Shizu, the Reubenite, a captain of the Reubenites, and 30 with him, Hannah the son of Maccahai, and Jehoshaphat the Metnite, Zudah the Asherite, Shammah and Joel, the sons of Hothan and the Etherite, Jodel the son of Shimri, and John the brother, and Tishite, Elel the Mavite, and Josbiah the Josvi, the son of Elam, and Isham the Moabite, Eli and Obadiah, and Jeshel and Mesobite. Now I'm going to read 1 Chronicles chapter 12. Now these are they that the king of David of Ziklag, while he yet kept himself close because of Saul, the son of Kish. And they were among the mighty men, helpers of the war. They were armed with bows and could use both the right hand and the left in hurling stones and shooting arrows out of a bow. Even of Saul's brethren of Benjamin, the chief was Hazar, then Joshai, and the sons of Shema, and Midnight, and Zerel, and Pelet, the sons of Asmath, and Bereshit, and Joel, the Enanite, and Ishmael, the Gebonite, a mighty man among the 30 and over the 30, and Jeremiah, and Zazel, and Joan, and Joshbad, and Geradite, Azul, and Imroth, and Belial, and Hemshrel, and Hephathimah, and Herite, Elkanai, and Jashu, and Azrael, and Joshir, and Joshbim, and the Kerites, and Jolai, and Zebadiah, the son of Jeraham of Gedar. And the Gedites were separated themselves unto David, unto the hold of the wilderness, men of might and men of war, fit for battle, that could handle shield and bucklers, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and were as swift as the roes of the mountains. Ezra the first, Obadiah the second, Eliab the third, Meshahan the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth, Athai the sixth, Alniel the seventh, Jonan the eighth, Elazbai the ninth, Jeremiah the 10th, Maccabi the 11th. These were the sons of Gad, captains of the host. One of the least was over 100, and the greatest 1,000. These are they that went over Jordan in the first month, when it had overflown all his banks. And they put to flight all them of the valleys, both toward the east and toward the west. And there came the children of Benjamin and Judah to the hold of unto David. And David went out to meet them and answered and said unto them, if ye become peaceably unto us to help me, my heart shall be knit unto you. But if ye become to betray me to my enemies, seeing there is no wrong in my hands, the God of our fathers look thereon and rebuke it. Then the spirit came upon Amazah, who was chief of the captains, and he said, Thine art we, David, and on thy side, thou son of Jesse, peace and peace be unto thee, and peace be to thine helpers, for thy God helpeth thee. Then David received them and made them captains of the band, and there fell some of men's side to David when he came to the Philistines against Saul to battle, but they helped them not, for the lords of the Philistines upon advisement sent him away, saying, He will fall to his master Saul, to the jeopardy of our hands. As he went to Ziklag, there fell to him Menzai, Adonai, and Jozbad, and Jadel, and Micah, and Jobad, and Halom, and Itham, captains of the thousands that were of Mensai. And they helped David against the band of the rovers, for they were almighty men of valor, and were captains in the host. For at that time, day by day, there came to David to help him, until it was a great host, like the host of God. And these are the numbers of the bands that were ready, armed to the war, and came to David to Hebron to turn the kingdom of Saul to him. According to the word of the Lord, the children of Judah that bear shield and spear were 6,800, ready armed to the war. Of the children of Simeon, mighty men of valor of the war, 7,100. Of the children of Levi, 4,600. Of Jodai was the leader of the Aaronites, and with him were 3,700. And Zadok, a young man, mighty of valor, and of his father's house 22 captains. And of the children of Benjamin, the kindred of Saul, 3,000. For hitherto the greatest part of them had kept the word of the house of Saul. And the children of Ephraim, 20,800 mighty men of valor, famous throughout the house of their fathers. And of the half tribe of Mensai, 18,000, which were expressed by name to come to make David king. And the children of Issachar, who were men that had understanding of the times to know what Israel ought to do, the heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their commandment. Of Zebulun, such as went forth to battle, expert in war, with all instruments of war, 50,000, which could keep rank. They were not of double heart. And of Nephi, 1,000 captains, and with them with shield and spear, 30 and 7,000. And of the Dainties, expert in war, 20 and 8,600. And of Asher, such as went forth to battle, expert in war, 40,000. And of the other side of Jordan, of the Reubenites and the Gadites and the half tribe of Mansai, with all manner of instruments of war for the battle, 120,000. All these men of war that could keep rank came with a perfect heart to Hebron to make David king over all Israel. And all the rest of Israel were of one heart to make David king. And there they were with David 3 days, eating and drinking, for their brethren had prepared for them. Moreover, they that were nigh them, even unto Issachar and Zebulun and Nephi, brought bread on asses and on camels and on mules and on oxen, and meat, meal, cakes of figs and bunches of raisins and wine and oil and oxen and sheep abundantly, for there was joy in Israel. I'm going to read the last chapter. It is 1 Chronicles chapter 13. And David consulted with the captains of 1,000s and hundreds, and with every leader. And David said unto all the congregation of Israel, if it seem good unto you, and that it be of the Lord our God, let us send abroad unto our brethren everywhere that are left in all the land of Israel, and with them also of the priests of the Levites, which are in their cities and suburbs, that they may gather themselves unto us. And let us bring again the ark of our God to us, to us. For we inquired not in the days of Saul. And all the congregation said that they would do so. for the thing was right in the eyes of all the people. So David gathered all Israel together from Shamar of Egypt, even unto entering Hamath, to bring the ark of God to Kirjamath. And David went up in all Israel, and Bala said, in Bala, that is, in Machijon, which belonged to Judah, to bring up thence the ark of God, the Lord, that dwelt between the cherubims, whose name is called on it. And they carried the ark of God in a new cart out of the house of Abinadab, and Uzzah and Oho drave the cart. And David and all Israel played before God with all their might, and with singing, and with harps, and with psalteries, and with timbrels, and with cymbals, and with trumpets. And when they came into the threshing floor of Shidon, Azua put forth his hand to hold the ark, for the oxen stumbled. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah, and he smote him, because he put his hand to the ark, and there he died before God. And David was displeased, because the Lord had made a breach unto Uzzah. Wherefore that place is now called Peruzzah to this day. And David was afraid of God that day, saying, how should I bring the ark of God home to me? So David brought not the ark home to himself to the city of David, but carried it aside into the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite. And the ark of God remained with the family of Obed-Edom in his house 3 months. And the Lord blessed the house of Obed-Edom and all that he had. I have read 1 Chronicles chapter 11, 12, 13. 1 Chronicles chapter 11 is David made king over all Israel. 1 Chronicles chapter 12 is the growth of David's army. 1 Chronicles chapter 13 is the ark brought for Kithron. If you want to read more about this, just come join me. Come join it, reading 366 days out of the year, reading daily. By the grace of God, give me a prayer in regards to this journey, reading 3 to 4 scriptures daily to read the Bible within a year. You can follow me on social media platforms. On Facebook, it is MIN Chiffon. On Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, it is Minister Chiffon. Minister Chiffon's out.